You good, Lauren? You're muted, Lauren, if you are trying to talk to me. I'm assuming we're good.
We're on recording.
All right, let's go over and I'm going to go ahead and start it then. Call to order the John Wallace Middle School Project Building Committee. It's March 20th, 2025. It is 5:49 p.m. Roll call. Lauren, are you with us or no? All right, I'll do the roll call. Tim Newton.
Here.
Kim Rada.
Here.
Hi, Crust.
Joe Harpy.
Here.
And Sean Holleran.
Here.
And Steve Woods is here. Okay, we have a quorum. And our next item is public participation, which I didn't look, but I'm sure we have none. And we do. Count as 0. Yeah, 0. So take action is the next item on prior meeting minutes. We have one meeting, which I entertain a motion that we approve for 3/6/2025.
So moved.
Thank you, Sean. And a second
Second.
by Kim. Thank you, Kim. Any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. Owner's project manager update. Eileen.
All right. Good evening, everyone. So we continue to meet on a weekly basis. So we had a meeting this morning and a meeting last Thursday. We also did have another quick BDA, or I'm sorry, excuse me, a PCR meeting with the state to follow up. We do not yet have the final approval for the PCR. We were informed today through a follow-up email that looks like it's going to be next week. So working on that, waiting. BDA testing, which was approved last week, and this is for the emergency services. This is in process, trying to get this scheduled with the state and the authorities having jurisdiction. We are continuing to keep other items moving forward in the background that we can for startup, with working with Fryer on interior colors, FF&E, and then a new field on trailer setup. Does anyone have any current questions?
I had a question, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
What is the reason that there are some delays on the approval that you just discussed for us? Do you have a sense of what they have some issues?
I can answer that. The state, she has to work for the state on a regular basis, so I'll say it, not her. They're just slow, Joe. They're slowing down even a little bit more. It's unfortunate, but there's nothing we can do.
Okay.
Anybody else? All right, thank you, Eileen. Architects update. Bob?
As Eileen said, we're waiting for the state's approval. In the meantime, we've incorporated any comments that we've had on the contract documents to date through our own internal quality control review, through the constructability review that Newfield's given us, and comments from the owner's representative. So once we get our final approvals, we will coordinate with the town for the bid date to put on all the documents, get the invitation to bid into the documents, and put it on the street as quickly as we can.
Okay, thanks, Bob. Any questions for Bob?
So, Mr. Chairman, just delay again in terms of they're slow, but the questions they posed to the architect, I'm assuming you've already responded to those questions. Is that correct, Bob?
Oh, yes, we've responded to everything that's come our way, Joe.
Okay, so okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
No, Joe, on the holdup of this, Bob Sommer, who is the one that is handling this project for the state of Connecticut, has done everything he can in his power. The decision that needs to be made is that we need a space waiver. He cannot make that decision on his own. There is a
Okay.
committee that he sits with, and that's what we're waiting for. And I believe Bob from Fryer was in touch with Bob Sommer today, and basically said it should be next week, is what the email that I think I was copied on said. But I can tell you this, there is no guarantees with that. So we're kind of in limbo until we get the green light from the state. We can't go out to bid without, well, we can go out to bid, we just got to pay for it all. So
Right.
I'll see that happening.
I hear you.
Okay.
So in your opinion, we haven't put the scheduling in any kind of a risk situation based on their delay to us on an answer, right? Or
Yeah.
would that be a question more for the construction manager?
Yeah, and that will be coming up.
Okay,
I'm on the call. He could talk to that in a minute.
okay, thank you.
Yep. Which actually is right now, construction manager update.
Okay, Steve, thanks. Yeah, in response to the schedule, we're about a week off from what we thought for bidding. Nothing disastrous right now. If we get the approval next week, I think we'll be able to make that up without a problem. Steve, I didn't get a chance to read the agenda, but I assume you're gonna have some kind of a conditional approval tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna put that out to the committee to see if the committee is okay with that.
Okay, I have no other update other than just to continue with what Bob and Eileen said. We're working together, carefully coordinating the documents, and we'll be ready to go.
Okay. Any questions for Tom?
Tom, Joe Harpy, on the cinder blocks themselves, where is that being sourced from? The wall that we're gonna create for each plot, do you know where those?
Well, we don't until we have a low bidder.
Bidding and all.
Be
Yeah.
sourced locally.
So there's
Yeah,
no
basically-
supply chain issue with respect to those, correct?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Next item is take action on invoices. We have one, which is Connecticut Construction Solutions Group. It is their monthly request. It is in the amount of $19,552.66. So I entertain a motion that we approve that.
I'll move it to Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Joe. And a second?
Second.
Thank you, Tim. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Steve, may I
Okay.
interrupt for just a
Yep,
second?
go ahead.
So there is a payment application for Newfield,
Oh,
which
there is?
it
didn't
did,
get it.
yes, it got approved, but yeah, it didn't. I didn't tell Lauren,
Okay,
so may I share it now, or it's?
yeah, go ahead, sure. I do remember seeing it now because I thought it was a mistake, but it's the second half of the pre-construction, correct?
It is.
Yeah, because it's the same exact amount, $15,280 that we approved last time.
Yeah, this was signed 2 days later, and then
Yeah, I do. I remember seeing it now. I forgot all about it. It didn't come in the packet. So again, I would entertain a motion that we approve Newfield's payment application number 2 in the amount of $15,280. And again, it is for the second 50% of their pre-construction work.
I'll move it, Mr. Chairman.
Thank
And
you.
I'll second.
That was Sean. Thank you, Sean. All those in favor, signify by
Aye.
saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Thanks, Eileen, for bringing it up.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And the next item is any other business pertinent to committee. So, because we don't have approval from the state, what I would like to do is that we make a conditional approval, because the only thing that's going to change is the approval for us to go out to bid once the state has completed their review. So, if it's okay with the committee, I would like to propose a motion that we approve this tentative on the state's approval of the plans as they are written and submitted to the state of Connecticut now, so that when they do get them, they can go right out to bid. We don't have to have a special meeting or wait till the third meeting of this month. And so that's out there. Anybody have an issue with that?
It was just a little bit.
No, I think if we don't do it now, it'll slow things down a bit.
It could, especially if we try to do a special meeting. If we do a, third week, it definitely will slow it down. If we get it next week, we'll have to wait until the first week of April. But it'll help.
You're comfortable, Steve, that this doesn't present any problem to the state?
I do not believe it does. It should not at all.
I don't have a problem with it as long as it doesn't create an issue with the
No.
state. Any technical issue.
And I think you said the motion was conditional upon the state's approval, right?
That is correct. It would be conditional upon the state's approval.
I'm good with that.
I'm good with that.
Okay. All right. So all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Anyone opposed?
I'm not going to support it the way it sits. I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
You need to see the full picture, but if it's a problem,
Okay. So the motion carries 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1. 1 against.
That was the dish of the day. Absolutely.
Next item is public participation. Lauren, are you still with us by any chance? I think she probably leave for other meetings.
I don't see anybody online, Steve.
Yeah, I don't see her either. Next item is comments by members. Anyone?
What I made throughout the day makes sense. I am worried that I'm going to get shot.
Okay, motion to adjourn by someone.
So moved.
Adjourn.
Thank you, Joe. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Okay, see you the first week of April. Hopefully,
Good.
we have our approval by then. If we do get it, as soon as we get it, we will send out an email to all the committee members. So you know. Okay,
Thank you. That'd be great.
Thank you.
all right.
Thanks,
you.
everyone.
All right,
Thank
have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bob, thanks for all your hard work. Thanks for that, trying to get that nudge, but I think if Solmer had the ability to approve it, I think Bob would have, but it's obviously pretty much out of his hands. You could tell in his response today.
Exactly.
And
All right.
he's not sticking his neck out. No one at the department's sticking their neck out.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah. All right, thank you.